Hey guys, Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 10, Episode 16, Driving Miss Kim. I don't know how I feel about an episode focused on Kim so much. I don't know. So it starts off with Candy, and of course we see Ace. And it's so adorable, so cute, 21 months old. He's definitely advanced, so whatever Candy's doing, keep it up. Mama Joyce comes over. Mama Joyce is talking to Candy, and at one point, Candy lets it be known that. So while we were at the trip, Portia left because she felt a certain way about everything that was going on and how everyone was treating her. Mama Joyce felt like, look, I talked to Portia. I know, but I feel like she was being manipulated. I don't feel like that she was just doing this to be evil and vindictive. Portia said it to get under Candy's skin at the time, and then it blew up. That's the real thing. So Portia was saying it to be vindictive. Let's not do that. At some point, is Candy going to forgive Portia? Yeah, we'll see. Right now, that's not happening. So since Portia doesn't want to film with anyone else right now, she's going to film with Lauren. She tells Lauren that she had a breakthrough with Nene, and Lauren looked at her like she was crazy because Lauren knows the details as far as why Portia and Nene had the falling out to begin with. But that doesn't matter. All that matters is Portia, she felt heard, and she's glad that she at least has one ally, and she may just take Nene up on her suggestion of just apologize to everyone, and you know, if they don't accept you after that, then forget it. My whole thing is, at this point, do we really need to do that? She is grown. They are grown. If they didn't accept the apology the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, I'm not apologizing to each and every one of them just for because normally I wouldn't do anything that would get me in that type of trouble. So that's a different situation. Sidebar, why does Chateau Sheree look like it's not lived in? It looks like it's a real house, but it's just, I feel like Sheree barely goes into most of the rooms because it's huge. She probably just stays in the bedroom. Like, what's the point of having that big house unless they're going to turn it into something? Because, anyway, Kim is invited, and Kim brings up the fact that it's interesting because remember when Nene was saying that, oh, Chateau Sheree? No. I forgot what Nene called it instead, but it wasn't going to be that. Sheree talks about how they had her in that hotel room with that bed. Kim mentions, wait, but you have the bed back? Sheree's like, duh, I know that. And the whole thing is, while they're having that conversation, Nene talks to Greg and Brent. Was it Brent? Yes, and Brent. The whole reasoning is because now, at this point, it's become huge. They've had the big squabble on social media. So you have Nene versus Kim and Brielle. My whole thing is Brielle's 20 years old. Brielle's only a couple of years younger than me at this point. Brielle is grown. So I understand that Brielle was a child. Nene met her as a child. So under normal circumstances, we wouldn't you wouldn't go at the child, or you wouldn't have a response for the child. But let's be very clear. This went too far. I get it. Kim doesn't see black. She doesn't see color. Nene implied that she's racist for the umpteenth time. I don't think Kim is racist. I just think that she's ignorant. There's a huge... no. There's not a huge difference. There is a difference, though. There's definitely a difference. I think Kim is ignorant, and she comes off as ignorant, and it's almost blissful ignorance when it comes to racial matters, and that's the problem. And I would say that to her any day of the week. That is a problem. You cannot be a bunch of black people, be the only white woman, and say certain things, and then say, oh, well, you know, you're calling me racist. I'm not racist, so that's that. No, how about I'm sorry for saying that because, honestly, I didn't know that that was offensive to black people. Fine. We'll take that. Way more than just this whole blanket, I'm not racist, stop calling me a racist because I don't see color, so I can't be racist. You can still say ignorant stuff that is fixated and focused on someone's cultural background, which is what she's done. The whole roach thing, I 150% agree. That whole, you can't, you have to be very careful about calling people animals, period, but especially something like a roach. A roach, something that goes, climbs on any type of surface, eats almost any type of scrap of food. It's a roach is synonymous with dirt and dirty, filthy. So having that in your house, that's not something that you even laugh at. That's like, oh my God, but no, we need to do something now, type of thing. And then bringing on a white woman saying that, or referencing that to a black woman, yes, there is a difference. There's definitely a difference. There's a bunch of black people that will be offended if another black person said that. It's just one of those things. So it does not help. But I cannot say, oh, she said that because you're black, or she said that because you're brown or dark skinned. No, that was said because, again, everything's a joke, everything's funny, nothing's serious. No, that's not how the world works. I do appreciate the fact that that Sheree was like, so why post a video? And Kim was just like, look, I posted the video. I surely did because at the end of the day, we were having the squabble. And so then I put it out there to put it out there. Then Brent comes in because Kim was saying that, Brielle was saying that she was invited. Now, mind you, Kim was invited by Sheree. This is an adult party. Brielle was there because Brielle reached out to Brent and said, oh, what are you doing? And it was like, oh, just chilling at the house. Oh, you are? Well, we're in the neighborhood. It's like, oh, so do you want to come through? Completely innocent because they actually knew each other. But I can definitely see how it feels like a complete another setup. I get that. I understand why Kim is mad because brought the whole health thing. I'm fine. When people are fighting, all rules are off. But here's the thing. When people are fighting and you're fighting back, then you have to understand that the way how they react, you can't control that. And that's what's happening here on both sides. Whose side am I on? Neither of them, because this whole thing is stupid. Whose side would I more so lean with in general? Nene, because Kim definitely could have played that a different way by posting the video that Brielle put up, because Brielle didn't put it up. The only credit that she gets is she didn't just put it up herself. She sent it to her mom. Kim held it and put it up at a later date and time. That is where we're like, okay, that's a whole nother level of sabotage, which we're doing too much. We're at the point where Nene, she said the whole Uber rape joke and got in trouble. So that's what this episode's going to be focused on. But Cynthia first has to focus on Will. She's still with Will. She talks to Will and says Eva did apologize for, causing any harm. She said she wasn't trying to cause harm. She just wanted to say what she knew so that she wasn't holding anything back. And Will said, okay, well, fair enough. I mean, if I was dating you, we wouldn't have been dating anymore because that felt like a trap. And I said, hey, yeah, that's cute. But no, it's not. No, it's not. It's a joke. The shady production, the fact that when Will, or maybe it was when Cynthia went to kiss Will, or however it was done, he got a kiss on the cheek. So I don't know if that's like, oh, okay, yeah, we're cool. We're just smash buddies at this time and that's it. Or I don't know. I don't care. What I do know is now it's time for Candy to take her side of this story. And she talks to Sheree. And they first go over the fact that, yeah, they had issues in the past. It was mainly because I don't know why Nene didn't like Candy from the jump. I'm not sure. But what I do know is they squashed things 2 years ago. Everything was going well on the tour. She did her little comedy piece. The problem is Candy along with the rest of Escape had to let Nene go. Why? Because promoters said that they can't have their name attached to that. And the risk of her staying on could mean lower ticket sales, people wanting their money back, which definitely would have happened. So I completely understand. I thought it was a little interesting though that Candy made it seem like, oh well, my group, I said, Candy, you're a dollars and cents type of woman. So I can't believe that it was just the group and it was just the promoters. But I but I appreciate the fact that she wasn't just going in on Nene. She said she really, Nene had a joke that was crafted around you have to be safe because you can't trust these Uber drivers, and it didn't go well. Someone in the audience yelled, "Kill yourself," and so then she just reacted. So now we're at the stage where we get this backlash, and then they start to talk about Kim and how Kim and Candy's issues, they don't run that deep. And they don't. They really don't. It's one of those things where other people got involved and that's why it became something bigger than what it initially was. So I'll definitely give them that. Now, Cynthia and Marlo, they show up to Nene's house to console her because Nene is just distraught. Now, I could have done without the tears because whenever I feel like someone who normally doesn't cry cries on cue, it really makes me feel like I definitely believe that she was hurt at that point, but reliving it again in the confessionals, it threw me off. Again, I 100% believe that Nene was sincere. It just makes me feel weird when I see people on camera cry for certain situations, and it could be used as a let's feel bad for that person tactic. Again, I do believe that Nene felt bad. That's not what I'm saying. I felt like I had to say that 3 times just so that people don't go, because I feel like people don't listen to what I actually say. They hear every other word, or maybe they hear every other sentence, and then I'm looking at the comments sometimes and thinking, are you guys actually listening to, are you reading my lips? What are you looking at? What are you listening to? Anyway, Nene wanted to make it clear that she didn't realize she was in California, the hub of Uber. And so there were some Uber executives, employees that were actually there. So it was one of them so that's why the crowd was a little to begin with. So it was one of them that actually said, the go kill yourself thing, because I was doing this whole bit on Uber. So I said, okay, now this makes a lot more sense. So when the woman said, go kill yourself, Nene said something to the effect of, you know what? What was it? I hope your Uber driver goes and rapes you or something like that. And something like that. I guess a horrible play on what she was saying before then. Again, she knows she shouldn't have said it. We know she shouldn't have said it. So she's just going to have to move on from that. But it's going to be a little bit difficult because we have Kim, who sent her what was it? A order of, you better stop talking. You better stop talking about me or else you're going to be sued. So I said, oh, okay. So Candy, she's waiting for Kim because her and Kim have a meetup. Kim was apparently, I guess, a couple of hours later. I said, a couple of, what? Mm-mm. No. Mind you, when she got out of the car, she told Croy, okay, go to Costco, get a couple of things, but come back soon because I don't know when I'll need you. So, of course, at this point, Candy is hurt because you invited me out and you finally came back here and you want to talk about Nene. You want to bring up all this other stuff. My whole thing is, we're not talking about Nene. We're going to talk about you. So Candy brings up a great point and lets Kim know, I don't think that you appreciate or respect other people's time. Why is it that whenever you're somewhere, you're either talking about your husband or saying that he's to pick you up and drop you off? Look, you've always been drinking. You've always liked a drink. There's no problem. We're cool with that. But you consistently deflect. You're not present. Even when you're here, you're not here. And it's annoying and it's infuriating because then you get upset. You wonder why this person's upset. That person's upset. They bring up the whole thing with Nene and how Kim's reminded Candy that you weren't on such great terms with Nene. Candy said, I know that. I remember that. But let's be clear. Let's be very clear. At the end of the day, Nene and I, we made amends. And I'm not attacking her for what she said. I'm not condoning it because it's messed up. I know a little bit of her past, so I understand it. I'm just letting it be known that as her friend, I'm looking at the full picture. I said, okay, Candy, you're getting some points here. You're getting some points. And then they started to remember the good times of when they were together. But then they also remembered how things went awry because of the tardy for the party. And it was the whole thing of Kim was listening to lawyers. She wasn't giving Candy the benefit of the doubt. Again, she was like, look, I definitely think kids are off limits when it comes to arguing and that whole, but she was just in her confessional. Candy was saying, but Kim, the video that your daughter took, you posted it. So now your daughter is in the middle of it. Now she's also going and responding to people and to things on social media. Now this is becoming something bigger than what it should be. So you want me to go and just go and rag on Nene? You want me to? I'm not doing that. I like the fact that Candy checked Kim. Candy checked Kim as far as what you're not going to do is raise that voice, gonna go and flailing. You can either go and do what you normally do is get up and leave, because since you don't like confrontation, that's fine. You can either get up and leave, or you're gonna have some respect, calm down the voice. Are we gonna go and actually talk about the issues, or are we just gonna go and continue this whole cycle? I said, now Candy's voice was a little shaky because whenever she gets upset and a little emotional, that voice gets shaky. It gets shaky. It starts breaking up, but she kept it strong enough to make her point. I said, that's right. That is right. And I'm glad that she told Kim. Here's the thing, Kim. You are a white woman around all these black people, all these black women. And so you have to watch what you say. Just because, no, I don't think you're racist. No, it's not right that Nene called you that. But I feel like you need to watch what you say. It's ignorant sometimes, some of the things that you say. That's how it's always been. Saying, attaching roach to a black person is very offensive to black people. Not just to all people, but to black people, because it reminds them of the ghetto, lesser than. There's levels to this mess, and you like to just go and forget all of that, but there's levels to this. So I'm glad Candy said that. That's it for this episode. It was essentially the filler to get us to where we needed to get to. So that's fine. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week. I'm back. I'm back.